guys. So this week we reviewed The Blackphone, starring, of course, Ethan Hawke and Mason Thames as Finney Shaw, which is the main character, little boy.
Was that it?
No, they were being loud in the background.
You
Anyways,
forget that I can literally cut out my audio.
here's a synopsis on The Blackphone. Finney Shaw is a shy but clever 13-year-old boy held in a soundproof basement by a sadistic masked killer. When a disconnected phone on the wall starts to ring, he soon discovers that he can hear the voices of the murderer's previous victims, and they are dead set on making sure that what happened to them won't ever happen to Finney. So this is first going to be our non-spoiler review. We're going to go round table, round what y'all think about the movie.
We're gonna start off with our D's and nuts.
With our negatives.
Which ones?
I want to say I really enjoyed the movie. I love like horror movies and suspense and all those. I've always been a sucker for those type of movies. So this one made me very happy. I thought it was really good. It was overall.
This is one of the best horror movies I've seen in a really, really long time. So I give it a thumbs up.
Some of the only cons that I have though are I feel like they didn't give us. I'm sorry in advance. No, I might be taking yours, but I feel like they didn't give us very much background of the killer. We don't know his motivations or like.
Fun fact. I looked it up if there's going to be a sequel for this movie because of the way it kind of ended, and they said that they had like if they do get a sequel, it would be a prequel about the killer.
Okay.
So that cool. I would sure hope so. Well, actually, I'm not going to go into that. We can talk about that in spoilers.
I was about to say that's actually one of my pros. I like not having background on the killer. I feel like it makes him more menacing. I feel like if we would have felt bad for him, it wouldn't have been as like scary.
Well, it's not even feeling bad for him. I just wanted to know like why he's doing what he does.
I like the mystery in that though. I like not knowing.
Sorry.
There are like two other kind of like nitpicky things. For example, that's a spoiler. I guess never mind. Both of them are spoilers. I'll come back to them, but I do wish we had more background because both of the other cons that I have are also kind of the same concept, just with different characters. Yeah.
Nice cons, guys. I didn't really have many cons. It was a great movie, man. Couldn't really nitpick too much.
My only little nitpicky con, non-spoiler, is that at some points I felt the child acting was a little off, but I mean,
like me too. But they're kids, so I just let it slide.
That's real nitpicky. So that's all I gotta say. So we're gonna start off pros. Remember, one pro.
My pro is I loved how interconnected the story was, like start to finish, everything set up, stuff that was paid off in the end. Like every scene was done intentionally, and I really, really enjoyed that.
You know, that was almost a con for me. That was almost, but they like kept you on your toes until the end, and then kind of in the end is when everything wrapped together.
Me too. Because at first I thought one of the connected storylines wasn't going to connect properly or something. I was worried, but it did. So talk about it later.
That's why we watch the movie start to finish.
That's true. I think I would have given this a different rating if I didn't finish it.
Homie would have watched half the movie. This shit sucks. All right, Anthony, pro.
I thought it was suspenseful, but not in a like a you're getting hunted type of way. More of like when is this certain action gonna like the main character he'd be doing something and be like, okay, when is this next thing gonna happen? And it kind of kept me on my toes. It was like suspenseful in that way.
I was always worried that like while the kid was trying to escape and stuff, if
The dude would just
yeah, the
waddle
dude
in.
just walk right in and be like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Me too. That's like, and it was crazy because like the scene wouldn't be anything scary. It would just be like him like just trying to escape, and you would still feel all this suspense. And I feel like that's
Yeah, that's
props on the music
exactly the
because the
scenes
music
I'm
did a
talking
really
about.
good job of setting the mood too.
Oh yeah, it's a great feeling when you can build suspense in the way that they did. But what's it called? I think my biggest pro I could give it is Ethan Hawke did a really good job, and he didn't even show his face. They would show his upper part of his face or the lower part of his face, and either part
Yes,
they showed, he had all the facial
he
range
did
for it.
a great job with his eyes and his like body posture.
It was so creepy, and then even just the way he delivered his lines and talked to to Finney, the other kid Mason Thames. But yeah, that's gonna be. We got anything else for them? I mean, I would say just there's a couple jump scares if in case y'all wanted to know that. So, but I
You
think
know what's funny is I didn't think the jump scares were like they weren't that big, but our like entire theater jumped at them. So I thought that was
Same. Like
hilarious.
they weren't like rough jump scares. It just I don't know. I guess everyone was just lulled into like thinking it was gonna be like one of those just suspense thrillers with where there's like one jump scare.
I
But the
wasn't
few that they did, it did like kind of slap everyone in the face, and then everyone was like, "What the fuck? Why did we jump at that?"
I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting any at all. That's
Me
why I
either.
was
So
like, what?
the one that got me, it's a spoiler. Never mind.
Mm.
We're still spoiler free.
There's a lot of
The
spoilers.
second one is the one that got me. The first one and the third one didn't get me, but the second one, I was just like, it took so long to like actually happen that I just kind of was like lulled in. I took the bait and just stared at nothing that it wanted, like jump scares do.
He had a 401 error when he saw it.
My brain said,
All right, would y'all recommend it,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
sir, in a heart.
Anthony?
I would.
Yes, yes, I would as well. And on that note, make sure that y'all, if y'all are gone, if y'all don't want to hear the spoilers, go see the movie for yourself and say hi to your mom first. But make sure you also subscribe if you're watching on YouTube and like and leave a comment anywhere, leave a review anywhere y'all are at for the podcast wise. And make sure to check out our merch in the description of YouTube or at merch.streamelements.com/the Hooligan Hangout. And also make sure that y'all follow our socials at _ the Hooligan Hangout _ on all platforms. So we'll see y'all next week and look out for any YouTube videos we put out to keep up to date on your hooligans.
All right, now that that's over with, God, I hated Fenny. I'm so glad they shot him in the face.
Holy dude, I can't imagine if they would do that. Holy crap. Holy guacamole.
Mm.
All right, did y'all want to start with cons again?
Yeah.
And we'll get into different aspects of the movie.
Yeah.
I
Anthony,
don't,
what was your cons? Your little nitpicks.
I don't remember. What was I talking about earlier?
It was like like you didn't like that they didn't give us a lot of information.
Oh, oh yeah. So kind of the same. Okay, I already said with the killer. I wish we got more background, but also with the sister. I feel like we don't know why she was having those dreams, or
It's because her mom.
You
She got it about
see,
her mom.
yeah, but that was all the explanation. Oh yeah, your mom had powers. I'm
I
like,
feel
okay,
like that
well,
was enough though. I feel like there are certain times where I think if that would have made the movie drag, if they would have shown a scene of her mom getting the powers, like if they explained that part, I feel like it would have ruined the pacing of the movie.
It also inferred that her dad drove her mom off. He didn't want to be with her because of it.
maybe.
Or she probably died. She probably died, to be honest. I don't know.
Well, it said that she committed suicide because of the vision she was having.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
And then I forgot the other one too, but I might come back.
Well, my only thing was, like I said, the killers. I just wish we knew a little bit more of his motives, at least a little bit. It didn't have to be like a full explanation. I just want to know where he's coming from.
No, I didn't mind it. I liked not knowing, because not giving him like a clear motivation means you don't know, makes him basically a wild card. Like you never know what he's actually gonna do.
That's true.
I think he still
Because
would
if
have
you
been a
don't,
wild card to a certain extent.
well, I mean, if you don't know what his end goal is, we didn't even know what game he was trying to play with him. Then that just means like he's like a rabid animal,
Oh,
Dude,
basically.
dude had pedophile behavior written all over him, dude.
For real though.
It's so
I have
creepy.
another con. So the whole thing is like if you try to escape, he's gonna be waiting for you and he's gonna punish you. So he's gonna beat you to death, right? Like once you mess up, he kills you. Like he wants you to break the rules, right?
Dude, he's all in the chair with his shirt off. I was like, bro,
No,
what
but
is
this guy completely escaped and ran away and almost like yelled for help. The guy brought him back, but didn't kill him. Didn't even hurt him. Like
Yeah,
what the heck?
exactly.
That's
That
not
that's that's what I meant. No, they said that the first time that he catches you, he beats you until you pass out, and then he just throws you back.
I
and
don't
then
know.
Like it's a
he
game he plays. He
They
like
kept
tries
saying
to see.
they kept saying like the ghosts were like he's gonna beat like once you go out there to escape, he'll beat you and he won't stop. He's just gonna keep doing it over and over and over and he won't stop.
hmm
The kid
Like
literally said he beats you until you black out.
and he
Like
blacks
that
out.
scene you're talking about, he said he beats you. He doesn't stop till you black out.
he said that?
Yeah,
Hmm. So how'd they die then?
How'd who die?
because eventually he gets tired of it and he just kills him. I genuinely think that he's like he takes the kids down there and wants to see how they try to escape, and then he kills them. He's like, that was interesting. Let's see what this other kid tries to do to escape.
He takes pleasure in them thinking they can get out.
Yeah, that's how come he didn't bother to like clean the room up. Like clearly he left carpets and ropes and stuff there. And that's why he let him keep like his little spaceship and didn't take it from him. I feel like he almost like incentivizes them to try to use stuff to escape just so he can get pleasure about taking them back, and then
It was really
eventually it's like,
interesting because he even towards the end he said something like he knew it was going to be time soon or something like that.
mhm.
Like he knew someone was going to escape eventually, but he's not letting trying to let them, or he'd fail his own game basically.
Yeah.
It's all a big game to him. It's really creepy.
My con, I guess, it wasn't really a con, but it just kind of made me laugh, was the intro where they're like like do like the old school intro where they just flash a bunch of random shit on screen with scary music and it makes it tense. It just reminded me of the Trivia Murder Party Jackbox intro,
Oh my gosh!
where it'll just be like pictures of like gophers and stuff just chilling.
I actually like that. It reminded me of like the old Texas Chainsaw, those
I
kind of
liked it. No,
bloopers.
I liked it, but it just kind of made me chuckle because that's what I thought. Like that's what my brain put it aside.
You're like, oh shoot,
That's
murder
what I
party.
compart. That's what I compartmentalized it with.
Jigsaw's about to pop up on the screen or something.
That it
No,
made me chuckle.
about to tell you who's boss.
All right, now to
Pro
slide
time.
into the pros. Now this is a movie I can get behind. It had a really great, interesting concept. I can't say original because they borrowed it from a short story.
Yeah.
Uh, but like comparatively to a lot of the other stuff, it was like fairly original. It wasn't just like a hack and slash paranormal strength. Um, and they executed it really, really well. And this was great planning, like start to finish. There was no like plot holes in it, and it left you like at the end wanting more. And that's at the end of the day kind of what you want from a movie.
And even from start to finish too, I really love the characters. Like I love the arc of how Finney was a coward, but then like he finally, you know,
Became a man.
yeah, became a fighter.
Your arm is mint.
And even though you kind of figure Finney's gonna escape, it is very ominous. Like the first time he escapes and gets kidnapped and stuff, gets captured. It's very non hopeful. I'm like, bro.
The very final scene where like everything came together, where like the hole he dug, ripping the bars off, getting meat from the back freezer,
He gave the meat to the dog. That was funny.
You know,
the way like
what I loved
everything
about that
like came
is
together, it was beautiful.
they almost led you to believe that that stuff like wasn't even going to be used because the cops were coming and the brother came down to save him. So you were like, okay, well none of this is going to be used. But he had set that up like before, and like we never saw any of that, so it was like a surprise, which I liked.
Dude, the brother being like this like hunter for the killer is crazy.
Right?
It's like right under his nose. But he's all snorting. She's snorting cocaine. He's being a little druggy while doing it.
Also, to like what you said earlier, one of the things that I loved of like when it comes all together is that the guy had two different houses. That for one, that was like super unexpected, right?
Mm-hmm.
But two, the girl saw this house in the dreams. It was leading up to it the entire movie, and then they finally get there, and what's his name? He's not even in that house, right? It's just the bodies. So it almost seems like hope is lost because in my mind, I was like, what was the point of him fighting everything if the cops are just going to find him? But if he hadn't escaped by himself,
The
the cops
cops
never,
wouldn't. They would have given up.
yeah, they never would have found him. So it's like crazy.
That's why it
They
comes full
both things
circle.
had
It's
to
awesome.
happen.
That's actually that's the one thing I was saying earlier is I didn't think it was gonna come full circle with the girl, like following the girl the whole time. I thought it was
Mhm.
gonna be I thought it was gonna be something real corny, but it actually came around. So I like that a lot. Like I thought the girl for a second was gonna be a big like plot convenience in the end, like
Me too.
Yeah,
something dumb, but it really wasn't. It really improved the story in my opinion with what they found. It made it a
Me
lot more
too.
crazier little twist. But
I agree.
the biggest thing I liked about the movie is about the setting because I really liked that it was in the 70s because there was like a lot more stakes because it was made it harder to survive because you don't got that much technology
Yeah,
and
I was about to say it made sense
trackers
for
and
someone
everything.
to be able to get away with that much stuff in that time because modern days it's like borderline impossible.
Exactly, it worked out better. But that's all I got for this movie. It was quite an eerie spin on a kidnapping story.
Me too. I loved it.
I really enjoyed it.
All right, boys. Ratings.
Mm, give it 9.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I was looking at you because you're staring into my soul like you're about to kill me or something.
And
The way you're looking at me, I was like,
then your phone rings.
my phone rings. I'm like, yes.
Get out
What did
now.
you said 9, Anthony?
Yeah.
All right, Edward.
I give it a 9.5.
Dang.
And I will give it an
Have I
8.
given any 10s out?
Yeah, you have. You gave one
On what?
to. Actually, yeah, you gave it to the Batman.
Yeah, I'll use that 9.5. Did you say 8.5, you silly dog, you?
I just didn't really enjoy it as much as like. I mean, obviously, I really enjoyed it, but not like as much as a lot of people
Really?
that I've talked to. So, I really liked it. I just, you know,
It's going to take the prequel to change your mind.
probably yeah. I don't like feeling left in the dark like that, even though
Well, there you go.
that was their intention.
9.
Fair enough.
9.
I probably should have said the average. Hold on.
Yeah, the
That's an
average is,
average of
in
like
fact, a 9.
9. Yeah, it's about a 9.
It is a 9. It's not even about, it's like exactly 9.
Oh, it is. Yep, exactly. That'd be good for the meter, honestly.
Yes, solid 9. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Which that says a lot. That's like for a horror movie, because horror movies nowadays are just not that good.
God, that kind of washed the taste out of the Texas Chainsaw remake out of my mouth.
It's funny.
You really hated that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I enjoyed it.
It was cringy.
Shit was gore to be gore.
Felt like a spoof.
A spoof.
You
With
can't tell
that,
me that the characters were laughable.
they were laughable.
Exactly.
They built up characters that shouldn't have been built up the way they were.
I like that one actress. What's her name?
Which one? Homie, you can't
Anyways,
just say that one actress.
I like the main actress of the Texas Chainsaw, the new one, but every one of her movies are kind of cheesy.
I don't remember her other movies. But that is for another time, boys. So on that note, say hi to
Make
your
sure
mom for
to
us, and make sure to like and subscribe. And
check out our merch. Link down below.
we got new caps for the summer, ladies and gentlemen, and bucket hats.
Gucci
So,
bucket hats.
you know, have a little bit of shade for you. But that's about it. Follow us on all our socials at _ the Hooligan Hangout _ and please leave reviews. Thank you.